Hey you guys, it's Peter, and I'm back. Of course I'm back. I'm not going anywhere. Peace. Peekaboo. I see you because I'm YouTube famous now. Available Christmas 2026 and a half. BC, the album. Dad. Shimmy, shimmy, have. Rock on, gold dust woman. Peace. Oh, you know what? You know what? Some of you really liked my Peter's version to Taylor's version of the 10-minute version of All Too Well mixed to Raw Beauty Christie lyrics yesterday. If you didn't watch my video from yesterday, my Raw Beauty Christie video from yesterday, yes, welcome. This is another Raw Beauty Christie video today. But today, we're going to hear what you guys had to say. But anyway, some of you guys said that you really liked my made-up lyrics yesterday, that I changed some of the lyrics from All Too Well, which is one of my absolute, I love the 10-minute version. I love the 10-minute version so much. Some of you said that you liked my mixed up versions just for Raw Beauty Christie. So I thought that I would write some more for you today. Okay. Me. Yesterday, somebody commented that reminded them, they didn't know his name, but his name is Beaker from the Muppets. They're like, it reminds me of that guy from the Muppets. Me. My favorite Muppet was always Janice. Do you guys remember Janice that was in the band and her head always went like that? Who was your favorite Muppet? Oh, I loved Miss Piggy too. And Kermit. I mean, how could you not like Kermit? But anyway, okay, so here are you guys ready? Now, listen. I might be on my way to being a Swiftie, but I cannot sing like Taylor Swift. Okay, when people are like, oh, he thinks he can sing. Does anybody really think that I can sing? I mean, if I really thought that I could sing, don't you think that in 8.5 years I'd have put an album out by now? I mean, people joke about it. The comment sections are like, oh my God, I feel so, he's teasing us with this album. Like, if I really thought that I mean, I know I can't sing. I just love to sing. If you love to sing, you should sing. You should dance. I'm a horrible dancer. I love to dance, you know? Sing, dance, live your best life. Anyway, are y'all ready for these lyrics? Okay. Me. Maybe we got lost in translation. Maybe I asked for too much. Just an apology for James Charles' anti-trans stuff and such. Was it too much? I was there. I remember it all too well. Beast! How are you guys doing today, though? Are you having a good day? Happy Friday. Let me tell you how I'm doing today, okay? So, today we had to have the furnace guys come out and check our furnace, which is completely fine. But my husband apparently booked this appointment like 3 months ago. So, last night we were watching TV. It was getting very, very late. We were catching up on our housewives and stuff like that. We got done. Here, I'll tell you all the shows that we finished last night in case you want to know. Okay. So last night we finished, oh no, that was the night before. So this week alone, these are the shows I finished this week. Okay. Traitors UK Season 1. Traitors UK Season 2, I finished. Real Housewives of New York. Real Housewives of Salt Lake City. And then Silo 2, I finished last night. And Silo, I did an entire video, I just filmed it, of my reaction to Season 1 and Season 2 of Silo, plus Season 2 finale explained. So if you watch Silo and your confusion over it, or you want to hear what my confusion is about it, go watch that video on my Peter Watches TV channel. I'm having so much fun on that channel. And then after I got done with that, I started watching the O.J. Simpson true crime documentary that just came out on Netflix. It's like #1 right now. I'm like, oh, girl, do we have to relive this O.J. Simpson thing again? I mean, listen, I lived it in real time. Okay, so my sobriety birthday is December 17th of 1994. So when I was watching it last night, because I remember, okay, I'll talk about this when I react to it. I think it's so tragic what happened to Nicole Brown Simpson. I mean, I think it's so tragic. But at this point, we've done 10 documentaries. Ryan Murphy did a show about it. I've watched all this stuff, right? So But I was like, last night when I was watching this documentary, I only watched like the first half of the first episode. But I was like, it talks about, I think it was like June 12th of 1994. I remember, okay, sitting with this dude that I was dating at the time, okay, and his best friend, and like a bunch of other people, and we were all, because I was like, I know I was drinking when that happened, and we were all sitting around drinking, smoking pot. If you lived in that era, I mean, I remember the news footage was like hours of them following that white Bronco around on the interstate. Do you guys remember that? I mean, it was so surreal. So I started watching this documentary last night because I react to a lot of true crime over on my Peter Watches TV channel. For example, I'm watching Murder Under the Friday Night Lights, and so I just did this one last week about Tristan Bailey. That case is so sad. So anyway, so I'm like, any true crime that comes up that's new, I'm like, I'll watch it. But I wasn't real excited about it because I feel like I know everything about O.J. Simpson, the Nicole Brown Simpson murder, the trial. I feel like I know everything about it at this point. Oh, no, ma'am. When you watch this documentary, there is shit that comes out that I never knew about before. Like, literally in the first 15 minutes of the episode, they're like introducing witnesses that I didn't even know had anything to do. I mean, and I won't say that I've covered this, like, I've followed the story closely through the years, but I mean, I have watched probably, I don't know, 3 or 4 documentaries. I've watched 2 docudramas about it. I think maybe 3 docudramas about it. You know, like, I covered it closely. Baby, I got a true crime book club. You know what I'm saying? So I was like, oh, girl, do we have to do this again with O.J. Simpson? Like, it's like they did the whole JonBenet Ramsey thing, which I covered over on my Peter Watches TV channel. It's like they're bringing up these cases from so many years ago. But anyway, do you think he did it? Let me know if you think that O.J. Simpson did it in the comment section below. Anyway, so I started watching it last night. It's good, you guys. It's 4 episodes. I mean, I'm so excited to watch it tonight. And then I'm going to go back to watching the Harlan Coben shows, because on that channel as well, I am going to rank and rate, okay, the 9 Netflix Harlan Coben shows. There's 1 on Amazon Prime, but she don't count. So I'm going to do the 9 shows, because the 10th one's coming out, and I've got 2 more left of this. So I'm going to watch the Harlan Coben shows. But anyway, and then in between all that, I didn't even know I was going to do a Raw Beauty Christie video today. I actually, if you want to know the absolute 100% truth, I didn't even know that I was going to do Raw Beauty Christie video until about 5 minutes before I sat down to make this video. No, true story, I didn't. Because I was like, I didn't even know what I was going to do for my drama channel today. I had a Jaclyn Hill video to do today. I was like, oh, girl. girl. I can't be doing no Jaclyn Hill video today. No, she bore a snake. I was like, I can't do that. I had a Michaela Nogueira video. Nobody cares about when I talk about Michaela Nogueira over here. I got a bunch of videos that, like, anyway, I had all this kind of stuff. So I was sitting there, and I was reading some of the comments on my video from yesterday, like the newest comments, and I was like, what if I just did, because yesterday, my video about Raw Beauty Christie was talking about, I feel like I forgot something I was talking about, and I don't remember it. Maybe I got lost in translation. Maybe I asked for too much. Like a crumbled piece of paper. Anyway, so I was, yesterday my video about Raw Beauty Christie was that, we're just going to call her Christie from now on. It's just to say that 5 times fast is too much. She's sick today. I feel bad for her. She's sick. Her and her whole family, they're all sick. She's taken so many precautions not to get sick. She says this is the 4th time this year they've gotten sick. Her kid don't even go to daycare. And I got friends of mine, their kids are in daycare, and they're like, oh my God, we got sick again because our kid's in daycare. Everybody at daycare is always sick. I think that's like a kid thing, right? Like if your kid's in school or daycare, you're always sick because they're always sick because they, do you know what I'm talking about? Anyway, if you got kids, you know what I'm talking about. But her kid don't ever leave her house. And I don't think she ever leaves her house. Does she ever leave her gnome forest? I'm confusion. I mean, they got everything on that property they need. They grow their own food, She's got a gorgeous house. The house is gorgeous. She didn't even have to go to church, go to town to go to church. Her and Zach don't even have to, rally up the horses to put on the carriage to go to town to go to the Prairie Church. Because she got a church, she got that Crystal Cathedral right there. She even marries gay people out there in that church. You know what I mean? She got that Crystal Cathedral out there, that backyard. She doesn't have to leave that town. How are you getting sick? Because you know something I learned not too long ago? Oh, no, this fucked with me. I'm 52 years old. I did not know this, okay? I felt like such an idiot. And I Googled it, too, after somebody sent it to me. So I was on my vlog one night. For those of you that don't know, I vlog every single day for like an hour and a half. To talk about my life and things like that. Usually I sit on the front porch or in front of my computer or whatever. Sometimes I walk around the neighborhood and things like that. But anyway, so one day I was talking about how it was really cold outside and I was afraid I was going to get sick. And somebody goes, you don't get sick that way. I was like, oh, you don't tell me what to do. Baby, you don't tell me what to do. If I want to get sick that way, I'm going to get sick that way. But no, they were real nice. They were like, you don't get sick that way. You don't get sick from being outside in the cold. Like you get sick from a virus and stuff. And I was like, I was kind of like Paul in Jeffree Star's videos, you know, that in his TikToks, he never stops doing makeup. I was kind of like, well, that she do make sense. That does make sense. She do, you know. I was like, I guess that does make sense that if you're going to get sick, you have to have like a virus or something. Now, when I say this, I know people are going to be like, no, that's not true, blah, blah, blah. Oh, no, I Googled it, okay? I will Google it for you right here, okay? Hold on, I got to get out of my silo information. Can you get sick from the cold? And I would have sworn, listen, if that was a question on Jeopardy, I'd have lost $10,000. While cold temperatures do not directly cause illness, they can create conditions that make it easier for people to get sick. So it makes it easier for you, okay? But you're not going to get sick from being out in the cold. Like, you can go barefoot out in the snow if you want to. I don't think I'd advise it. You might get the frostbite and things like that. Do you know what I mean? You might get the frostbite. You might get the frost some other places too. If you're a nudist. I mean, if you're a nudist. I'm not a nudist at all. Baby, don't nobody want to see this. Okay, listen. Listen, I ain't trying to scare the neighbors and things like that, okay? But maybe one of these days, once, you know, like, my weight loss journey is where it wants to be and things like that, baby. I might start me an OnlyFans. I might start me one of them OnlyFans like Jeffree Star. Has he started that yet? That's a bunch of bullshit. When's he starting that thing? He's got so much footage that he's filmed. I don't know. We won't get into all that today. So, I had all these videos I was going to make today. I was telling you about the shows I finished this week. That's what I was doing. Y'all, quit distracting. Get out of my mouth. Not the first time I said that. Anyway, so we watched... Oh, I did go through these shows, though, didn't I? Oh, I did. Do you want to hear what else I've watched this year so far? Okay. Heartstopper Season 3, RuPaul's Drag Race UK Season 6, Missing You, Natalia Grace, the final chapter, covered it over on my TV channel. Jerry Springer, covered it. Don't Die, The Man Who Wants to Live Forever, covered it. The Innocent, RuPaul's Drag Race Down Under Season 4, The Breakthrough, didn't cover it, but I'm going to. Stay Close, The Woods, these are all Harlan Coben shows. The Earth Abides, oh, so good, covered it. The Head, Season 3, oh, I haven't covered that yet, I need to do that. Oh my God, The Head, that show was so good on Max. Traitors UK, Season 1, Real Housewives of New York, Traitors UK, Season 2, Real Housewives of Salt Lake City, and Silo, Season 2. And then we watched Beverly Hills last night. I was talking about my husband. He let me watch these shows and stuff. Oh, that's what I was talking about. Okay, so anyway... So, it all comes back. It's like Celine Dion. It's all coming back to me now. So, my husband, I'm getting ready to lay down and take a nap. For those of you that don't know, I take a nap at about 11 o'clock at night. Till about 12 or 12:30. And then I get up and I watch my shows and I read and stuff like that. So, we're getting ready. He's going to bed. I'm getting ready to take a nap, right? And he goes, don't forget, he's got stuff he's doing all day today, right? So he's not going to be here. And he goes, don't forget that heating guy is coming out tomorrow. Well, first of all, this is a thing of marriage, okay? How am I supposed to forget something that you never fucking told me to begin with? Okay, can we just talk about that for a second? Does your partner do that to you? Does your husband or wife do that to you? I know right now there is a husband or a boyfriend sitting right next to their partner, okay? Or a girlfriend or wife or whatever, laughing their asses off because they do this to you all the time, okay? Don't you remember I told you? When did you tell me? Alex goes, I told you that 3 months ago when I scheduled it. Oh, 3 months ago? Oh, well, baby, I had a new calendar book since then. That didn't make it to the new calendar book. And I looked at him, and I'm like, with all the hope in my heart for a good world, okay? I'm like, please, God, don't tell me he's going to say 8 to noon or some shit like that, right? I go, well, what time are they coming out here tomorrow? He goes, noon, and I'm like, oh, praise Jesus, there is a God, okay? So anyway, so I get up today. My husband texts me, okay? I'm like, I set my alarm for 11:20 and 11:30 so I could get up in time for this damn appointment, okay? So, he texted me this morning. Are you ready for this? Where is it at? Oh, he sent me a little thing of Betty and Bean, those dogs. I love those rescue dogs. They're 2 little girl rescue dogs that they met in Austin, Texas. Now they live in London. They got the world, didn't they? I love little rescue dogs. Anyway, he texted me. He goes, the tech for the maintenance is on his way. Please don't sleep through it. I go, I'm getting up, and he hearted it. That's called marriage. Anyway, so I get up. I was outside a half an hour just sitting on the front porch waiting for them so they didn't miss our house. So anyway, these 2 guys come up. One's a trainee. I think that they should make you wear a name tag that says trainee, and I just call him trainee, you know? But anyway, trainee, he was real nice. They were both really, really nice, but then they were trying to sell me a bunch of shit that I didn't even know, like a compressor cord or some shit like that. I'm like, is it going to explode? They go, oh no. And I go, do I need it anytime in the next 2 years? Oh no, we're just suggesting it. I go, no, this is not Jiffy Lube. I don't need that shit. So anyway, but they were down there for like an hour in the basement. I know, don't y'all? The people that watch my vlog, they're like, they got to go down in your basement? We don't even get to go down to your basement. Cool your heels. It's coming. The basement's it's almost completely cleaned out. Then y'all can go down there and you can see the basement. But anyway, so they're down there in the basement, stuff like that, you know. I just let them do their stuff. So when they were done, they left the lights on and everything, so I went down there and turned it on. So I'm going through looking for t-shirts, and this is about how am I doing today, see? That was the question I asked you. How are you doing? Do you want to know how I'm doing? We're like, listen, we're almost 15 minutes in. People ask me all the time, how do you make your videos so long? This is how you tell what's going on in your life, okay? So anyway, this is like my vlog, but a funny version of it, kind of, you know? So anyway, so I go down there, I'm like, oh, God, I gotta walk down the stairs. Should I plug in my AirPods and listen to my book while I'm walking down the stairs? That kind of thing, you know? So anyway, I go down there, I'm like looking for a t-shirt to wear, and I realize that I didn't move the stuff from the washer to the dryer last night. So I don't got none of my filming t-shirts. Basically all my black t-shirts. So then I was like, oh, I'll put on a hoodie. It is hot as sin because they have been working on that thermostat today, okay? Putting it up, putting it down. They had set it real high to see how high it would go. They had, baby, it was up to 76 in here, okay? I'm like, are we back in Cancun? Because it is hot as sin. It is hotter than a sinner in a church on Sunday, baby. I ought to know. So anyway, I'm like, I'm going to put this hoodie on, okay? I thought, oh, this hoodie looks real cute. I haven't worn this hoodie for a while. I'm going to put this on for videos. Baby, I am burning up. I am burning up for your love today, okay? So I'm sitting in front of the computer. I'm like, shh. Okay, I just did 20-minute Peterisms video, 20-minute Silo video, and I'm like, what am I going to do? A drama video? I had this Jaclyn Hill video I was going to do. I was like, I do not feel like talking about her. Sometimes I just can't. Sometimes I just cannot go there with the Jaclyns. But anyway, so I was like, you know what? My head kind of itches right here. Has that ever happened to you? I'm like, come on now. But anyway, so I'm like, I think I am going to just read the comments on my Raw Beauty Christie video from top to bottom and just listen to what you guys had to say. I'll be real open-minded about it. I haven't read all the comments. I was just reading the new ones. So if y'all came for me and said, you were so mean to Raw Beauty Christie, I love her, I will never unfollow her, I will read the comments. I'm going to read them straight down. I did not delete. Don't ever come over here and say I deleted no comment. I did not delete it. She is so sick as a dog today that people are sending me their comments that are getting deleted off of her video. Baby, you are so sick. You are so sick, okay, that you put up an Instagram of how sick you are. And you are so sick that you are still deleting comments off your YouTube. Does she have a moderator or something? She must, you know. But anyway, I didn't delete no comments. So we'll read them. I thought, let's leave it to the people. Let's see what the people have to say today. Now, I don't like makeup either. But just like Beauty Christie, I want to do a get ready with me. There you go. She's done. That was a deep raw get ready with me. Anyway, I'm kind of excited to hear what people have to say. People are either going to let me have it. People are either going to let me have it, or they're going to be like, okay, now I get to my comments, but it usually takes me a day or two to get to my comments, except for on my vlog. I read my comments on my vlog every day. Okay, so here, I'm going to go into the actual video, and I'm going to, we'll refresh them. Okay, so we will refresh them. It is currently 3:51 p.m. Here, we're going to refresh the comments. Let me turn the volume down so it doesn't start playing my video in the background, and you'll have to hear my intro all over again. I know people can't handle that. Okay. Somebody said, I'm just going to read them straight down. Here's the top comment. This one has 136 likes on it. Somebody said, I saw her video pop up and decided to wander over and comment kindly on why she's lost viewers. Then I realized that my comment would get deleted, and I have much better things to do. And then she put a nail polish emoji, which is my favorite emoji of life and the one that I use with all my friends on a regular basis. Okay, so that had 136 likes on it, all right? Can you see the down like? I guess you can't, I don't know. But anyway, and it has 3 replies. Let's see what the replies say. Somebody said, same, I wanted to say that I watched and supported her for years and I left because of her extreme views on certain things, but I didn't because she deletes comments. Somebody else said, right, that was my exact same thought process. I knew Peter would say something eventually. Baby, listen, I got sister wives and things, okay? Beauty Christie ain't my first thing to get to. But no, I'm joking about that. Whatever you guys want me to talk about, the best way to get for me to talk about something is, like, it was so funny. Oh, I did read the comments right away because what was so interesting about it was that on my last video, which I don't even remember what it was. Here, I'll go in here while I'm in my Peterisms channel real quick. I'll go to my creator app. Okay. So my last video was, before Beauty Christie, was Trisha Paytas versus Jeffree Star, which is a very good video. I had a lot of fun making that video. But somebody commented on that video, and they said, you know what, maybe it'll still be like the top comment. Let me see. They said, will you talk about Beauty Christie? I thought that was so funny they said that. Oh, here it is, right here. I'll give it, Sierra. She said, please address Beauty Christie's new video. And I was like, girl, I just posted it. That's so cute that you said that. Anyway, okay. So then somebody said, right, that was my exact same thought process. I knew Peter would have, oh, this is what I was going to say to you, is whatever you guys want me to talk about, either direct message me on Instagram. It's like really the only social, I don't go to the Twitter or the X or whatever the fuck they call that anymore. Although I'm very, very active on Blue Sky. That's a joke. I got an account, but I'm not active at all. And, you know, email me or send me a direct message or comment on my video. If you want, there's something you want me to talk about. Except for Ash Trevino, because I don't know shit about that girl, except for she's got bed bugs. Girl, no, you need a can of fucking Raid, okay? I don't know nothing about her. I don't know. Is she nice? Is she not? I don't know really. I haven't watched those Ash Trevino videos. But I do know that people have said that she's got bed bugs. Or she had one crawling across her bed and something like that. Girl, that is dirty. No, ma'am. Okay? That is grody to the max. That is gross. You got bed bugs. Girl, you need fixing. You need some fixings, okay? Anyway, I don't know nothing about that girl, but I did hear she had bed bugs. You know what I mean? Okay. Somebody said, yeah, she deleted my comment. Oh, that's interesting. Okay, so she's so sick that she wants to pour me this whole thing about, I'm not going to be mean, I'm not going to do... Girl, well, it suited you just fine for a long time until you don't want to do it no more. Okay, somebody said, she's gotten weird. I'm really tired. Well, they said creepy. They said weird and creepy. I'm really tired of people going down the hate pipeline, but they can have their opinions, express them, and deal with their consequences. There are plenty of other products or producers to watch who don't give me the ick. 65 likes. I'm reading these straight down from the top. She's claiming to be okay with a smaller audience, but it sounds like she is absolutely not okay with it and freaking out. That's where I see ego. 42 likes. Okay. Well, the thing is this. I don't know that it's so much ego is she's worried about her dollar. And I get that, okay? Like, I don't fault her for that. I don't fault somebody for being worried about how they're going to pay their bills. And she says in there, this is my job. Like, and this job affords me to stay home for my son. With my son. I mean, this is the thing. Is that Christy has a certain amount of awareness, but it only takes her so far, right? Like, it's like she goes awareness here. But then, I don't know, like, the whole video to me was weird because she framed it around this idea of, like, I'm talking to a friend on the phone. But we never heard, and she said, but I'm just doing my makeup. But, like, you didn't hear her talk to the friend. I didn't understand why she even said that part, right? But who are you talking to? Like, here's the thing. I don't know about y'all, okay, out there, but, like, I am very, and I've said this for a long time, I'm very blessed for the friends that I have. Even my husband challenges the shit out of me, okay? Even my husband will say some stuff to me about, like, well, I mean, you know, like, you said you wanted to do this, but blah, 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 whatever, or why don't you do this, you know, whatever. I mean, he's challenged me for years, and I'm incredibly grateful for that. You know, I'm not talking about on a daily basis, every minute of the day. I'm talking about when we're having discussions, and I say, well, what do you think I should do about this? He says to me, well, I think this, or I think that, you know, like, he challenges me. I've said this for a very long time. A friend is somebody that will tell you what you need to hear, not what you want to hear, okay? Like, my best friend, Tanya Jean, you know, she'll say to me, do you really want to know what I think about this? Because you asked. And I'll be like, yeah. And she'll tell me what I really think, you know? And so I think, like, it's important to not be in an echo chamber. It's important to have not constantly yes people around you that are going to just go, oh, yeah, Christy, it's so sad. Like, you used to be getting 1 million views and not, you're not anymore. It's just because people don't like you. And they're, you know, people are negative. And negative videos get all the views. It's bullshit. It's absolute bullshit. After I posted that video yesterday, I went and looked because, you know, I referenced the, what do you call it? I referenced the craft community because she's throwing up pottery today. And, you know, I'm just going to say this, okay? I think that is, you go after your dreams. But if you're going to be this person, first of all, this is always such a weird vibe to me, okay? Where you were so gung-ho about something and you wanted it so bad and it afforded you your whole life. And now all of a sudden, I mean, this is like the generation that we live in today, right? Like, I have known a lot of people, you know, my dad is 84 years old, okay? I know a lot of people that were, my dad's age now and whatever, that they got educations, years of experience, whatever, and decided one day they weren't real interested in doing what they were doing anymore. But they couldn't just stop because they had colleges to pay for, and they had homes to pay for, and they had bills to pay, and they had retirement to put money into. You know, that is such a sense of entitlement to say, I got really famous on YouTube, okay, doing makeup reviews. It afforded me to buy this farm, and now I'm pissed because I want to change that. I don't want to fucking do makeup reviews anymore, which is why you followed me. I want to spin pottery, and you all better watch me, okay, because I still have fucking bills to pay. Girl, I don't know what to tell you, okay? Give the people what they want. You know what I'm saying? It's one of the reasons why I have 7 channels. Some of my channels are channels that, like, I mean, on a day that I'm having a rough day and I don't really want to talk about something dark over here, I still think it's important to have those conversations. So I come over here and I film a video that people want me to talk about because it's important to talk about it, right? As a drama commentary channel. But then I go over and I do a lighthearted fucking review or something that'll make me laugh and whatever. I just think it's such a sense of entitlement. I mean, first of all, and I'm the first one to admit this, we have very, very privileged lives as what she refers to as a content creator. I don't even use that word. When people ask me what I do for a living, I go, I make videos on YouTube. They're like, oh, you're an influencer? I go, I think that word's phony. I don't like that word. Oh, you're a content creator? I don't like that word. I think it's a phony fucking word. I think it's a word we came up with in the last 5 years so that people can put it on a resume or a tax form or whatever and say content creator. It's a bullshit word, okay? You're self-employed, you make videos on YouTube. Her videos are not that highly edited, not any more than mine are, let's just be for real, okay? But she got, and I don't fault her for wanting to do something else, right? Start a pottery channel, you know? Start another, you only got 2 channels, baby, I got 7. Start a pottery channel. Start a pottery Instagram. You might be able to sell to all those people, over the 40,000 people that still love you. I tried to readjust my leg and my old tripod fell down and everything. But what I was saying was, you know, like, start a pottery channel if you want to do that, you know? I mean, I said a couple months ago, fact check me on this. I said, start a lifestyle vlog channel, you know? And people were like, well, that's what she already does on her channel. Well, the problem is, and I saw this on her Instagram yesterday because she posted a clip from her video on her Instagram. And on her Instagram, she got flooded with comments, okay? And the comments were not all positive. I was kind of surprised she wasn't deleting comments over there, but they weren't super, super harsh either. A lot of people were like, oh, Kristi, I love you, do whatever you want, right? But a lot of people were on there and they were saying things like, it was interesting because about the pregnancy thing, a lot of people said, when you were going down the pregnancy road, I was kind of out because I never wanted kids. Other people said, I've tried really hard to have kids, so it was hard to watch your videos. A lot of people talked about infertility issues, so it was hard to watch her videos. People were like, that's not what I was there for. I signed up for the makeup. That was a huge issue. I didn't see any comments over there, okay, about James Charles, the trans issues, none of that stuff. So she must have been deleting those comments and leaving the other ones. But then people were saying, like, you got really kind of like, talking about the red dye and her son's, I remember her talking about that at one point. And then there was one thing she talked about, I actually covered it over here about, I can't even remember what it was. It was some food she said she wasn't going to eat anymore and all this kind of stuff. And people were like bringing up things like that. And I thought that was really interesting. People were not harsh on her Instagram. They were just like, this is one of the reasons why I unfollowed you. A lot of people were like, I don't watch YouTube anymore. I watch TikTok. But then there were people that were like, I only watch long form content on YouTube. You know, girl, if you love pottery that much, start a pottery channel. But if you want to pay your bills, then maybe you might want to reconsider that you might have to pull out a palette every once in a while and maybe do a review or do a look. It's what pops your sponsorships. You know, a lot of people said that after her collaboration, she seemed to get ColourPop collaboration, she seemed to get arrogant, which was interesting. A lot of people under her Instagram, okay, said that, and she's leaving those comments up. You know, I think, like, I understand, like, this is where it's hard to talk about this, like, on a YouTube channel, because people be like, she can do what she wants, let her do what her want, let her live her life. I 100% agree with that. But what she's talking about, that she brought to the table, okay? When she made the video and posted it, she invited me into the conversation. That's why I'm here, okay? So when she did that, and she's saying, my channel's dying and I let it happen, okay? If you watch the video, she's complaining indirectly. And she's saying, I ain't making no money anymore, and this is my job that affords me to be able to stay at home with my kid and things like that, and have this beautiful house and all this kind of stuff, right? I mean, her property is beautiful. It just hands down is beautiful. So she's like, that affords my life. Okay, well, I don't know most people that, I mean, unless you absolutely hate makeup, you can't put makeup on anymore, you're disgusted with makeup, but you're literally sharing this in a video doing a get ready with me. Because I said in my video yesterday, which was missed on a lot of people, it would have made more sense for her to be sitting there at a fucking pottery wheel, okay? Because that's what she said she wants to do. She says, I'm not interested in the makeup, the drama, makeup, all that, and the negativity of makeup anymore. But she's sitting there doing a get ready with me. Baby, even if you just did 2 get readies with me a week and you never once dogged any kind of makeup brand, never brought any drama about makeup, people would watch your get readies with me. You would still get views off of that, okay? So you do still wear makeup because you did an entire look on your video for that video, okay? So you still do makeup. So I don't know, girl. I don't think it seems like that bad of a job to get up twice a week and film a Q&A or a get ready with me using 6 different products that you can appropriately link with our style links and make some coin off of that too, and have to do 2 looks a week to post 2 videos a week. Hell, girl, that's a lot more than you're posting right now. And you'll still be able to pay your bills and stay home with your kid. And do your pottery on the side and pursue your dreams. Now, I don't know about you, okay? But me, if somebody said, Peter, if you could live your dreams, I'm living my dream over here, okay? But if somebody said I wasn't, and somebody said, if you could live your dream, okay, I don't know, if my dream was doing pottery for the rest of my life and being a full-time artist, but you have to do 2 videos a week of 2 makeup looks, okay? She's talked about before that her makeup look videos take 4 hours. Girl, on what Sunday and 2, I mean, give me a fucking break, okay? She sits there and talks while she's doing, simplify your process then, okay? It don't take you 4 hours to do makeup. Don't do any jump cuts. Or what are you saying in those jump cuts that you're afraid that people are going to take and run with? I don't do any jump cuts. Girl, I'm a one-hit wonder over here. Phil, I think that is a prized position to be able to sit and say, you know what? You can have your dream life, but you got to do 2 get readies with me a week. Link some, links to it. You can make some extra money off of your affiliate links if you disclose appropriately. You're going to get views because people want you there for the makeup. I don't think that's a lot to ask. How many of you out there that work regular 9-to-5s, two parent incomes? I don't hear her ever talk about her husband's job. I don't know if he has one, okay? But how many of you out there are raising kids, 2 incomes? Some of you have 2 jobs, going to school, living in small apartments, small houses, just trying to put food on the table, just trying to get by. And you ain't complaining a whole lot. She's got the dream and she's complaining about having to do 1 or 2 makeup videos. Maybe that's what you signed up for. That's what you wanted to do. That's what got you famous. If tomorrow I started making Lucille Ball content and fucking I Love Lucy reactions and they skyrocketed, and a year from now, I'm making $1 million a year, and I'm like, girl, I am so bored of watching fucking I Love Lucy, okay? I am over it. I want to watch Land of the fucking Lost, okay? Cry me a fucking river that I gotta watch 2 episodes of I Love Lucy a week, film 2 fucking 10-minute videos, post them, okay, and link the box set online to make more money off of it so that I can live a life and do whatever the fuck I want, like sit on the front porch and talk to my neighbors. Give me a break. That is literally the sense of entitlement. That is where you've lost sight of everything, right? People are fucking struggling out there. Gas is expensive, groceries are expensive, mortgages are expensive, bills are expensive, and you're crying because you don't want to do makeup videos anymore. Then girl, shut down your channel if you don't want to do that. Because that's what people shut up for. And they're telling you. If somebody came over to my channel and said, I don't want to see you do AIT. If 20 people came to my channel and said, I don't want to see you do another AITA video, I might, if I really felt that badly about it, I post a drama video and an AITA video in one day. Or I'd be like, no, it's fucking my channel. I'm not doing those videos anymore. This is not what people want to see. I'm putting this out there right now. You guys tell me what you want me to cover over here. I want to make videos over here that people want to watch. Tell me what you want me to cover. I will cover it. To get in a video and say my channel is dying and I'm doing it to myself and I don't really care, but I can't pay my fucking bills to live the life that I want to live, and my dream is to do pottery, but the answer is right there in your hands and you're literally fucking doing it on video, painting your face that you say you don't want to do anymore, but then your excuse is that the only way to get views is to talk about drama. Baby, I see a lot of people that are still getting views. Nikki Tutorials gets a shit ton of views. Actually, let me pull up Nikki Tutorials' most recent video. I just want to see what it is. Maybe I'm wrong. I haven't looked at Nikki Tutorials in forever. She even posting YouTube videos anymore. She does not get into the drama a lot about stuff, okay? Her last video was 3 weeks ago. Best makeup products of 2024. Sounds pretty negative, cutthroat and dramatic to me. 486,000 views. All right? Trying the most viral makeup hacks of 2024, 610,000 views. I mean, all this kind of stuff. She's not posting as many videos as she used to because she's over on the Instagram. Girl, she's everywhere now. But I mean, there are a lot of people over here that are doing, makeup looks that are not completely problematic. So girl, give me a break, and saying that you have to always be negative, cutthroat. That's just not true. There's just no truth to that whatsoever. And that pisses me off that that's what you're putting out there. And then the other comment that I saw on her Instagram is like, people are like, girl, you complain about not wanting to be negative, but then you're negative. And that's why I had to unsubscribe. I think that's an interesting comment that people have said that she's constantly talking about negativity and not wanting to be negative, but then she's negative. And I think that's interesting, So let's get some more into some of these comments. Okay. Somebody said, KRISTI changed, here it is. KRISTI changed after she got money from her collab with ColourPop. Every influencer changes after their first collab. Her husband doesn't work. He stays home and KRISTI pays all the bills. She did good sales on her collab. I bought her palette. 59 likes. Somebody said, so true. Somebody's asking, I don't know anything about her husband. He seems very nice to me, whatever. I don't know. If he doesn't work, that's their decision to make. I'm not going to cast judgment on that. But I do think that that's a privilege in our country to have your partner not work, That's a privilege anywhere in the world. I mean, clean water is a privilege to some people in this fucking world. I mean, you want to talk about clean water, accessible food, accessible healthcare, mental health care? I have to make 2 videos a week doing makeup. Girl, cry me a fucking river, please. Okay. Somebody said, I used to watch her because I appreciated her candor. One time when she was speaking about weight loss and nutrition, I very kindly corrected her because she was spreading blatant misinformation. She told me to do my research. I have a nutrition science degree, clinical nutrition experience, and many of my friends and colleagues are PhDs in nutrition science. That was it for me. I knew she was too big for her britches. Somebody commented and said, I love that. Somebody said the story telling someone who's in the field to do their research is top tier delusion. They go on and on and on. Somebody said, if she came out with an honest video explaining herself, she would get so many views. She lost her authenticity over time. One of the many reasons she lost viewers. And these are getting a lot of likes. Her honesty had me subscribe. Her mommy videos didn't keep me because I'm older. Then to see her avoiding situations and not responding made me stop watching her. I don't think any of these comments that I'm getting in my video are really that cruel. Okay, somebody said, I've watched your videos since the beginning of your channel. I appreciate honesty and integrity. I'll be honest. I watched KRISTI for years. My husband searched for her collab with ColourPop all over the internet and paid $3 price for it because he knew she was my favorite makeup channel and I loved her. It was when she started with misinformation that I started feeling gross about her. I was already on my way out when I found out that she was a certain kind of extremist with anti-LGBTQI plus views. That was it for me. My morals do not align with that. I unsubbed then and there. I won't lie, I felt duped. I continued to watch her if it wasn't for her views and anti-vax stance. Maybe not as I used to, but I'd have stuck with it because I liked her, and I don't know about that piece of it, so I'm just reading the comment. Because I liked her, and I'm sure more people feel the same way. Well, I think this is the thing with not coming out and addressing it. I mean, we don't know if she's anti-LGBTQI+, right? We don't know that she's anti-trans. We don't know that at all, because she hasn't come out and said it at all. We don't know anything about the James Charles situation. We can only go on what she's addressed. For me, like I said in my video yesterday, her coming out and saying, I said niece in my video yesterday, I meant sister. Her saying she's marrying her sister, I think it's her stepsister, that's a lesbian. That does not mean for me that you're not a bigot, okay? In my experience of 52 years of being on this planet, and now I came out when I was 18, so do the math, I don't even know how much that is, over 30 years of being sober, and over 30 years of being out, 30-some years of being out, I've had a lot of people that, in all honesty, have treated me very decently to my face, have been very kind to my face. You know, people have had me in their homes and things like that, only to find out later that they are some of the biggest bigots in the entire world. Would never have defended me, would never have my back, wouldn't have provided safety for me. Safety is a huge thing for LGBTQI plus people right now. And for me, safety also equals who I'm watching. Am I watching somebody that makes me feel safe, or are they of a belief in a rhetoric that doesn't make me feel safe when I watch it? Does it make me feel sick inside? Does it make me feel icky? Because when I'm watching somebody, and whether we like to admit it or not, we do, you know, develop parasocial relationships. When I'm watching somebody and I don't really know where they stand, and I'm thinking to myself, oh, I like their house, blah, 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 and then I'm thinking it'd be fun to walk around there, and my thought is, well, would they even want me there? Because I'm gay. Would they even want me there with my trans friends? Well, I mean, I don't know. And we don't know, you know? We don't know because she hasn't come out and said it. You know? I mean, the other day I said in my video, if you put the lasso of truth around me and asked me if I thought that she was anti-LGBT, my response would be, I don't think so. Because of her history, of what I've seen with her, right? That being said, we don't know. All we have to go on is her kid was in a t-shirt that was propaganda for an organization that was anti-LGBTQI+ and anti-trans. She talked about building a school from the same organization on her property. People were putting the pieces together. Only after that did she come out and talk about this wedding with her sister. Only after that did she say, I love all people. Well, for me, I need a little bit more than that, you know? We don't live in times, I think, today where we can walk a line with that, you know? I am going to ask people directly, well, when you say you love all people, does that include trans people? Are you going to go to the distance for them? Are you going to fight for them? You know, not just at home nodding your head, but on the streets. Will you say, yeah, this is somebody that I love. This is a human being that deserves to be treated like all human beings. Not based on their gender or their sexuality, but this is a human being that deserves to be. Is that what you mean by loving all people? I don't know. I don't know what that statement means because she's never went any further and addressed it. It's her lack of not addressing it, which, this is very important to me, okay? For me, I'm not saying it has to be important for you. For me, this is important. I have several issues that are hot topics for me that are important, okay? And when I look at those things, it's not like her having to come out and address a collaboration that's gone wrong or something like that. You know, in all honesty, like, this to me is a bigger issue than, like, lipstick gate, okay? I think that's bad business moves. I think that that's harmful to other people, which that's, you know, that's worrisome, of course, yes. But you're talking about putting all this ideology out there that we don't know how she feels. We really don't, because she's never addressed it, you know? So I understand that. If she doesn't think that people stepped away from that. I don't know that her video wasn't a little bit of a test to see what comments she did get on her video or what people did say that she could later go back and go, well, now I know why people are leaving, because this is what people are saying. They didn't want my mom stuff. They didn't want the pregnancy issues, this, that, and the other. But we can't see because she's deleting those comments. So maybe she's reading the comments and she knows what people are saying. At this point, though, she's blocked and deleted so many people that she's probably not getting a lot of those comments as much on her videos anymore, you know? So anyway, somebody said, I was 1 foot out the door after her vlog where she talks about taking red dye out of her diet and how that allegedly, she's talking about her son. And it was giving the makings of right-wing cultist, homesteading conspiracy theorist, white woman. I followed her for a year. I'm just reading the comments, you guys, okay? I followed her for years because she seemed genuine, funny, and I resonate with a lot of her takes on stuff and even some of her struggles she talked about. She fully lost me, though, with the anti-trans stuff. That one actually stung. She had always seemed and came across to me as accepting and LGBTQI plus friendly before that. I hate fake, disingenuous people. I just don't think that we live in a time where you can leave it ambiguous, okay? I mean, I love my trans brothers and sisters out there, okay? I got your back, all right? I don't think that we can live in a world anymore where we're wishy-washy and we say this or that about it, all right? That's why people respect when Lady Gaga stands up at the fucking Grammys and she says it, all right? Because people are so afraid to say it, you know, out loud, even to their friends. So when your platform and your bills are paid based on your opinions, she's made a lot of money off of her unpopular opinions videos. But the one unpopular opinion that people want to know about you, or the two when it comes to James Charles and her anti-LGBT stuff, she won't address. Those are the unpopular opinions people want to know the most. Get in a video, Christy, and say, this is where I stand or this is where I not stand. That's what people want from you. And this is what's confusing to me, okay, is she's either afraid of splitting her audience, which she's already fucked it anyway, okay? Or she's afraid that if she comes out with her stance, she's done for good. But what is that stance? I'm not afraid. I mean, maybe it's because I'm an openly gay man, you know? I don't know that people expect me to do that, but there's a lot of people that aren't, you know? But I don't know. Like, I always believed that she was pro-right for a lot of people. So I don't understand it. I mean, I don't think it's that hard to get in a video and say, I believe in human rights. I just don't understand that, right? And then if your money stands in the way of that, then fuck, you lost me, okay? Because the fact that people's money is more important than people's human rights, to me, you lost me on that one. So I'm out anyway, you know? And then people go, well, why do you watch her videos? Well, because I'm a drama channel, and I'm going to keep on covering her videos. Because that's what I do over here. Because I know what I do, okay? Baby, I'm not a pottery channel. I know what I do over here. I got 6 other channels for other stuff. Somebody said, I'm not going to read that one. I mean, it wasn't cruel, but fuck it. Somebody said, Kristi, what do you love? Kristi's next video, get ready for the anti-trans rally. I mean, she won't address it, so you get comments like that. Somebody said, I used to really enjoy watching Beauty Christie, and I know this is something you don't like to talk about in regards to her. But as a mother of 4, I was so happy for her when she got pregnant. But I was so extremely turned off by the negativity of her talking about everything after. This is nothing to the postpartum journey and recovery because it's a very real thing to go through. But the way she just bitched and went on and on and on, she thought people might say, anyway, I started watching her less and less. And when I decided to tune in again, she became a completely different and not a good different person. No, thank you. And somebody said same. Somebody said I agree, watching her go through. I mean, it's just... Okay, somebody said, I work in a crisis line and been feeling exhausted as of lately. Thank you for upload. Well, thank you for your service. I appreciate that. Somebody said she absolutely tried to use you in this whole manipulative organization. I don't even care about that, but I appreciate you saying that. While she presents as someone who isn't down. I mean, it's whatever. You know. I took the phone call. Like, I take responsibility for that, you know, and... I think part of it that's hard for me is that there's still part of me that still holds out hope. I mean, one of the reasons why I'm making the video, even as I'm making the video, I'm thinking, well, she might get in a video and be like, okay, you guys want to know all this stuff? Here it is. And she might say the things I want to hear her say. I mean, I still hold out hope for that. Because the Kristi that I knew would have done that. I don't know why she wouldn't. You know what I mean? I mean, she did a fucking Life's a Drag palette review. You know, it's like, she talked about drag queens in that video. Why would you not come out? I mean, unprompted by rumors and allegations, why would you not just come out and say, I love my LGBTQI plus audience? Not have to be prompted by rumors and scandals. So then when it's that and you still don't come out and talk about it, you've lost me, okay? Listen, I'm looking for circles that support me, not circles that won't even discuss me, you know? Somebody said, Beauty Christie has also deliberately used negative references in her thumbnail and title in an attempt to play on people's natural tendencies to want to explore negative statements. I thought this was an interesting comment. She's deliberately manipulating her audience. See the last video title. She's using catastrophic words and negative statements. It's a sick form of clickbait, just on a darker level. And somebody responded and said, yes, and she always talks about how negativity gets to views, and then seeing those titles and thumbnails really shows how she's trying to manipulate. Well, let's go look at her. I haven't looked that closely at her. Let's go in here and see. Beauty Christie. Let's go over here and look at her videos. So, yesterday was my channel's dying. I'm letting it happen. I tried recreating my subscribers' pottery, DIY clay monster. That got 18,000 views. Her channel's dying video got 70,000. So, there's what people think. I think I may have found my life's passion. I don't think these are super negative. AI is stealing my job. Life-changing lessons I've learned in my 37 years. See, she got 44,000 views on that. I don't even think that's a negative video title. I think, you know, going deep about controversial topics 1 month ago. Okay, girl, this really gets deep, answering what you wanted to know. Well, what people want to know, girl, you're not answering. I watched that video and covered it. Gardening with my cat. That one got 82,000 views. The other one got 57,000 views. So she knows when she puts controversial, deep, answering questions you wanted to know. You're right. You guys, she is doing that. We were not meant to live like this. I mean, you really don't have to hate yourself. But that's not really, I don't know. I don't know. It's kind of hit or miss for me. I don't know that I think that her titles are directly trying to be negative. And I don't think that her titles are, I'm just trying to be fair and objective. I don't think that her titles are super, super clickbaity. But that's just my opinion about it. Okay, let me get back, and I'm just going to read a couple more comments, and then we will tie this up and have a beautiful weekend. Okay, my foot is completely asleep right now, but I'm not going to move it again because I will disrupt the tripod. Good Lord, she refuses to take accountability, somebody said. Somebody said her actions are her own. You just noticed something contradictory and called her out. That was about the James Charles situation. Somebody said, you know, we've all been waiting for your thoughts. Got my coffee and I'm getting comfy. 32 likes on that one. I would love. All too well. 10-minute version, Taylor's version, Peter's version, 12-minute version. We're here for it, Peter. Somebody said, I remember her blowing up. It was when she reviewed the ABH subculture palette, which she talks about in the video that she did the other day. People liked her because she wasn't part of that crowd and found her more authentic until she wasn't. Somebody said, I am dead at that title, Peter, which was literally just Beauty Christie addresses her dying channel. I cackled and instantly clicked. This is the reply. Are you ready? They replied to their own comment. I did read this one yesterday, and they said, what? That's what she titled her video? That's so funny. OMFG. So anyway, yep, she addressed her video of her dying channel. I don't know why you would get on video and tell everybody your channel's dying. I mean, if people are already thinking it, then you go, yeah, my channel's dying and I did it to myself, then people probably be like, most people will probably be like, if they're not that invested in you. I mean, I think that's a sense of entitlement, too, to think that everybody that watches your video is so in love with you that they won't leave if you tell them that your channel's dying. Some people be like, girl, if your channel's dying, I ain't gonna watch it. I mean, if I was kind of like 1 foot out the door anyway, and somebody said my dying channel and I did it to myself, I'd be like, girl, I don't know what to tell you. You know what I mean? I mean, I don't know. I don't know that I would be telling everybody that, but it got her some views. It got her some views. So let me know what you think in the comment section below. I hope that you guys are having a fantastic beginning to your weekend. I love you guys, and I will see you tomorrow. Bye.